Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. 1 second. Okay, that's all right. Today, I hope you're having a beautiful day. I had a really amazing day. Today, I'm gonna do a book review because I finished my book today and it's really amazing. So today, we're gonna be talking about Essentialism by McKeown. The Disciplined Pursuit of Less. And I just want to say, I think maybe I finished this book in probably I'm just going to say 2 weeks. Yeah, it was really good. I think everyone should read it. So today I'm just going to give five things that I learned from reading the book if you're not going to read it. But just going to say, I think that everyone should read. And if you, sorry. Are you leaving? Oh, okay. Never mind. We were bonding, but now he's gone. But it's okay. I'm just going to say, everyone should read. We should all be reading. Don't let your mind get lazy. Sometimes we're scrolling all day. When was the last time you picked up a book? And aside from me reading my book, I read my Bible. So just make sure that you're keeping your eyes active, keeping your mind working. And yeah, so let's just get started. Let's just start talking about the book. Okay, so the first thing that I learned from the book is just pointing out, I had to make notes and everything too, so sorry if I'm looking down a lot, is what is important to you and what makes you the happiest. And this theme is throughout the whole book, and I was as I was reading, I was like, yo, how do I want my life to look, and what is really so important to me? And by answering these questions, you can really figure out what you find essential in your life. And this will help you create the life that you want to live. So, a Bible verse that I have, I have to bring God into it, that I have that supports this is, Proverbs 2:10 through 11. So let's just read that really quickly. 2:10 through 11. So I made all these notes because I was this is the verse I'm meditating on right now, but I was I can't do this book review without bringing God into it, because one thing about him, he is the truth and the light. Okay. So it says, when wisdom enters your heart and knowledge is pleasant to your soul, discretion will preserve you, understanding will keep you. So, 1, God is so wise, and having wisdom and knowledge is so essential. And so, actually the chapter is called The Value of Wisdom. So let's just look at the definition of discretion. So discretion means the freedom to decide what should be done in a particular situation. It says, discretion will preserve you. So, what is this? The freedom to decide what should be done in a particular situation will preserve you. This is also how I do my Bible studies. One thing, listen, I'm always learning new words, or I'll think that I know the definition of something, and then I'll look it up and be I never really thought about it in that sense. Or I'll have a word associated with another word, and I'm actually, I don't really know the true definition of what these words mean. So yeah, anyways, so the freedom to decide what should be done in a particular situation will preserve you. Understanding will keep you. So understanding will keep you safe. It will help you understand what is important to you. You being able to decide what is essential will keep you forever. It will preserve you. Let's look at what preserve means, because while we're here, now I'm dropping stuff. While we're here, let's look at what it means to preserve. All right, 1 second. You guys can wait. I was going to pause it, but I'm not. Preserve. Let's see. It says to maintain in its original or its existing state. Let's see. Yeah. Maintain. So it means to maintain. We'll say it's maintain in its original or existing state. Yeah. So it'll help you maintain. Listen. Okay, cool. Let's move on to number 2. All right. So the second thing that I learned is the power of your words. The power of your words matter. What you say matters. Being able to speak things into existence matters. But the thing that is really common in this book is being able to say no. And when you should say yes, this is talking about declining and accepting with purpose. And this is a really big theme throughout the book. Being able to say no, there's a whole chapter on this. Like I said, read the book. But right now we're just talking about the 5 things that I've learned from reading the book. Being able to say no with kindness. So something that has been happening in my life is that I realize that I get so scared to say no or to decline things because I am a people pleaser at heart. So something that I've been working on is really just saying, hey, no. Saying no blunt, but also saying like, I would love to do this, but I really have so much on my plate right now. Or I would love to do this, but the things that I have going on are just overwhelming me, but we can circle back, or maybe I can help you in a different kind of way, or I can just support you in what you're doing, but I can't take on this task. So something that the book talks about is having if you, then I. So putting in place boundaries. So I have an analogy for this. So it's like if you're cooking for somebody. So say someone asks you to cook for them, right? If you don't mind cooking for them, you say yes, I will cook for you. If you have no desire to cook for them, you say no, I would not like to cook for you, or I don't have time, or just figure out a nicer way to say it. Or something that the book talks about is if you, then I don't mind cooking for you, but would you mind buying the groceries? Or I will not cook for you unless you buy the groceries. I will cook for you, but only at my house at this certain time. I can only cook for you on Tuesday night between such and such a time and such a time. Okay, cool. Saying no with kindness, declining and accepting with purpose. That's number 2. I have a Bible verse for that. I actually have 2 verses for it. So let's dive deep into the word. Diving deep into the word. Let's go. This is Proverbs 15:4. It says, a wholesome tongue is a tree of life, and perverseness, sorry. A wholesome tongue is a tree of life, but perverseness in it breaks the spirit. So having a wholesome tongue will just make things grow, okay? Tree of life, okay? It's full of knowledge, yes? So just being kind with your words. And this is just an anything. Like, I feel like just being kind with anyone. And that's something that I've been working on just in life, just being kind, just meeting people with kindness, because you just never know. Like, we're just in such crazy times right now. You just never know what people are going through. So just always being kind and patient with people, and just if you can extend kindness and say yes, work. But if not, just be able to like discern your boundaries. Also, Ecclesiastes 5:2, my favorite book of the Bible. Ecclesiastes 5:2 says, do not be rash with your mouth, and let not your heart utter anything hastily before God, for God is in heaven and you on earth. Therefore, let your words be few. Cool. So not only should your words be few, say less, but say more at the same time. So if you can just say no, boom, just say no. Not everything deserves an explanation. Like, you don't have to explain yourself. Like, I feel like anytime you feel like you feel yourself getting into this like space of like, I need to over explain myself, just cut it short. No, I will not be attending. And that's all you have to say. No, I will not be attending because I have to go do this and this and this and this. Nobody really needs to know all of that. Just no. And say it with kindness. No, I will not be attending, but thank you for the offer. Work. Let's keep moving. So the third point is your time matters. Be careful what you sacrifice. This goes into my favorite book of the Bible. One of my favorite chapters of the Bible is Ecclesiastes 3. This is Ecclesiastes 3:12. It says, I know that nothing is better for them than to rejoice and to do good in their lives. Also, that every man should eat and drink and enjoy the good of his labor. It is the gift of God. So beautiful, so beautifully written. So the book talks about if you are sacrificing things like eating and sleeping and your family, or like if you have kids and you're sacrificing all of these things in order to do other things that are not essential to your life, this is when you ask yourself, is this task essential? Is this task more important than spending time with my family? If I accomplish this task, is it more important than my sleep? This is such a big thing, because I feel like we've gotten into this mind space of just thinking that like I have to grind and I can't never stop, and I'm just going to sacrifice all my sleep. I'm just not going to sleep. I mean, I know that especially in college, like not necessarily for me in college, I didn't really have to write papers, but I always heard people talk about how like they just didn't sleep and they wrote their paper all night. And so this is also talking about like just being a good steward of your time. Like if you, like it talks about how like the book talks about how like if you knew that your project was due in a month, what are you doing throughout the month in order to be a good steward of your time in order to accomplish it? Because if it comes to you knowing that this is going to take you, maybe you know it's going to take you 3 days to write the paper, and then you decide to write the paper the day of that it's due at 12 a.m., you weren't being a good steward of your time. So now you have to sacrifice your sleep, and you're probably going to sacrifice your mental health, because now you're going to be stressing about all the things that you need to do in order to get this paper done, instead of just saying, okay, cool, I'm going to do an hour of this paper maybe for the course of a week. So then all I have to do on the day of is maybe just read it, edit it, and then submit it. And yeah, so just be a good steward of your time. And that's something that I just was learning from the book. Fourth point is, what are you willing to edit or eliminate? Like what is holding you back? What is pushing you forward? Like mindsets, friends and families. What are you willing to let go of in order to pursue your goal? Like what is the most essential thing that you want to accomplish? And then what are the things that are holding you back from accomplishing this goal? And this has been like my theme for like the whole year, is like, what can I let go of that can push me forward in order to accomplish my goal? So this is something that I've really just been meditating over. So I have a verse for this. This is Psalms 90:12. It says, so teach us to number our days that we may gain a heart of wisdom. So just remember that in life, just in life in general, like you never know when your last day will come. So if you know that you want to accomplish something, what are you going to do to get it? How much time do you want to spend on it? What are you doing that's stopping you from accomplishing your goal today, that you know is pushing back the thing that you want to do, that you keep saying that you're going to do it tomorrow, and then you never do it tomorrow, and now it's 3 months later and you still haven't done it? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to move forward. Just going to leave it at that. Number 5, create a routine or schedule that makes your life easier. That's the point. That's the point. They talk about that a little bit in the book, but it's just basically talking about like making your day essential. I feel like a lot of times we get caught up in, like, I remember like when I was trying to like change my life, or just like changing my mindset, like I would see people and they're like, I got up at 4:30 in the morning. Like I literally have videos about that, me getting up so early, and then I remember being tired sometimes, but honestly it really did boost my day. But like honestly, don't get too caught up in like, I have to wake up at 5 a.m. so then I can do all these things in the morning so I can have a day before my actual day. Okay, cool. But what if that doesn't work for you? What can you do to make your day easier so that you can still have time to do the things that you want to do? And that's something that I also been practicing. Like I get up, I go to my job, but also like I take time to do the things that I enjoy, the things that make me feel good, the things that I want to work on, like this channel. I make time for it because I feel like it's essential. It's essential to me. Maybe doing a YouTube channel is not essential to you, so why would you waste your time doing it? Because it doesn't matter to you. But maybe you think it's essential that you go outside and go for a walk every day. Cool. So that means 30 minutes of your day every day needs to be dedicated to walking. If you have a goal of eating healthy, okay, cool. So how can every day you make it your goal so you can eat better? Does that mean that, also going back to number 4, being a good steward of your time, maybe that means you have to meal prep so that it keeps you from going to get McDonald's every day? I don't know. So what is essential? How can you make your day, the day better? How can you make your routine essential and make sure that it benefits you? Something that they also talk about in the book is just making like less is more, like being so simple. Instead of trying to add things into your day, the more that you add honestly might take away from what you actually might find essential. Like I felt like when I was trying to create a schedule for myself, I would just be adding things. Like I would be like, oh, I'm gonna make breakfast, but I was never really a breakfast person. Like I'll make breakfast on the weekends, but throughout the week, like honestly, I'll be okay with like a cup of tea and maybe like a banana or two, and I'll be fine. But that's just me. If you know that you need a good healthy like bacon, egg, and cheese in the morning with a little orange or something on the side, that means that you need to make it essential that, hey, I need to get up every morning in order for me to have a good day, for me to make breakfast. Cool? Cool. So the verse I have for that is Proverbs 12:1. Yeah. Let's see it. It says, whoever loves instruction loves knowledge, but he who hates correction is stupid. I'm thinking about the Bible. It's going to call you out. But yes, if you love instruction, maybe whoever loves instruction loves knowledge. So one thing about me, I love to learn. Like I love learning new things. Like I love just having like, I don't know, like just reading, just having new things, just learning new like little things. Like I love to listen to a good podcast. I love like just hearing knowledge from people. Like I love meeting like a random person and they're like telling me about what they do and like how they do it. It's really cool. So if you love knowledge so much that because you know better, you'll do better. So because you want to do better, you're going to create something that makes it easier for you. Okay. And then the second one is 12:27. It goes, the lazy man does not roast what he took in hunting. The diligence is man's precious possession. So if you lazy and you don't want to create a better routine and you're okay with just living the way that you're going to live, you're just not going to eat. And that's it. You're not going to eat. Bonus. This is literally out of the book. It says, essentialism is a choice. It's a lifestyle. Essentialism equals getting more done in less time. Remember that. Getting more done in less time. Again, read Essentialism. It's really great. A really great book. Hold on, let me take a picture. Probably not going to use that picture. Let's see. Let's try again. Okay, we're going to take one. We're just going to take a different one. It's going to be great. Don't worry about it. But yes, so now that we're done with that book and I gave you some verses that you can take home, that you can just write down or just think about, like if any of them resonated with you, let's just reveal the next book that I'm probably going to review and the next book that I'm about to read. Yeah. Okay, here we go. I got it in Amazon today. I've heard so many great things about this book, so just excited. Try not to show you guys my address. So here we go. Let's see. Look at it. I thought I ordered the paperback. Anyways, it's beautiful. Ow, just put myself in my eye. But it's okay. Hold on. It's called The Awe of God. I heard so many great reviews about it. People keep talking about it. It's by John Bevere, best-selling author. Okay, let's look at it. Oh, it looks really great. I don't know, I'm just really excited. Like I'm really excited for this read and I can't wait to tell you guys all about it and maybe a few things that I learned from reading it. But again, reading is so important. Read a book. Dang, about to irritate me. Anyways, I need to go eat something. And today I cleaned, and so today was just really a good day. And so I hope you had a really beautiful day. Money loves you so much it can't stay out your bank account. God is moving in your life, y'all. Like, and that's tea. Bye.